Hello my darlings, so I've made this video to try to make a smooth transition into our virtual classes and some things you need to know that will help us manage it so everyone doesn't speak at the same time and there's a lot of background noise and stuff like that. So first off, if you haven't done it already, when you start the Teams program and you are in this tab called Teams, if you haven't done it, then you should, if it looks like this, you should find this cogwheel and you should, now I have in Danish, but the bottom one, I imagine it says change the view or something like that. You go into that and you choose the list. And when you've done that and you close that, it'll look like this. And this is going to give you a much better overview of what's going on. So down here I have your class. I've made it so you're all invited and included in this class. And then what happens at the end, at the start of the lesson, is that you should go to calendar, and in the calendar I've placed our virtual class, which you can click on, the one and play, and then here you can click on participate. When you do that, it'll pop up and look like this. And what I want you to do is I want you to shut off the microphone and I want you to shut off the camera. And that's because if you shut off the microphone, then I won't have 20 students speaking at the same time. And if you shut off the camera, we won't overload the internet. So if you do this and just go participate now, then it'll look something like this. And then it'll be different when there's more participants. Anyway, what you can do is then you can press this button, which then pops up the chat window. So instead of speaking, you can type stuff. So if I ask, for instance, does anyone want to show something? Then you can write here, I want to show it. And then I can say, okay, so you're going to show this and that's that. Now, what you can do in this is, at sometimes, if you want to speak, then you can turn on your microphone. And the other ones are going to keep it off. And then you have the word together with me. Also important is you have this share button. If you press that, then there's a lot of things you can choose from. But the only thing you really need is the first one, which if you click this, then you will share not your webcam, which is your face, but your screen. So you can show me stuff from the exercises or stuff like that, and then I can help you with that. So this is the way these video conferences work. So at some point, when we've sort of figured out all these small upstart issues and stuff like that, I'll say, right, go to your exercises and follow that as well as you can. You just hang up, and then you leave this. And what happens then is that you can go out to Teams, and if you go to General and you go to Files at the top, then I've pre-made a Groups Excel document so you can write your names where you want to attend a group. So let's say I want to be in group 3, and then the ones who want to be with this person can write them next to that. So this is just my way of organizing you into groups. When you've done that, when you click back to Teams, and then you go into your group, then you'll know that in this group, you and the other ones that wanted to be in a group with you are going to be in here. So you have this, you can share documents and you can have little chats and stuff like that. But now the important part is, within this group, if you make this sign, then you can see that I can add different people from this team. So specifically, I could write @Thor, and it's not going to find me because I'm myself. But in your case, it should find me, and then you can click on my name, and that's going to sort of ping me. So if you write @Thor and choose my name, and then write something more, like I need help with exercise number 4 or stuff like that, then what's happening is I'm going to be on standby, and then I'm going to sort of can see all of these, and every time I get pinged, there's going to be a little notification icon right next to the group, and I can see, okay, so group 7 wants to get hold of me, so I'm going to go to group 7, and I'm going to see what's up. And what we can do then is we can chat, or we can make sort of a video conference, just people in this group, and then you can show me your screen like I showed you before, and then I can sort of explain stuff pointing at the exact spots at the exercise and stuff like that. So that should be helpful. So, to sum up, first off, you need to set it up so it looks like this, if you haven't done so already. Afterwards, at the start of the lesson, you'll go to calendar, you'll find the specific module in Play, you'll go to that and you'll press participate, and that's going to be the video upstart conference thingy, which will sort of start up the module. And then at some point I'm going to say, okay, right, we have all the small issues out of the way, everyone's hopefully on board on what's happening, and then you'll go shut out that, close it down, you'll go to Teams, you'll go to General, you'll go to Files, and you'll go into this Excel document to figure out which group you're going to be in. And then you're going to go to your specific group room and you're going to start the exercises as well as you can. And I'm going to help you along the way as well as I can. And maybe at some point I'm going to write in all the groups, come to the general again, and I'm going to do a video conference to sort of, if I need to say something to everybody, or we need to sum up the class or close it or something like that. So hopefully this sort of sets up what I expect will happen, and then we'll just go from here and see how it goes. Ciao.